What I want to do in this video is talk about my tools, what I carry on the bike, and I do that in a couple of places. If I take the seat off, where there is a tool bag, I now have a bicycle kit. I have a survival blanket. I have a cloth. I have a whole bunch of zip ties that I just carry everywhere I go. For those who are wondering, I have a gel battery, a nano gel battery, and I can usually slide that out simply by undoing that panel and that screw, move them beside it, it just comes straight out. So a glass mat don't tend to last as well. I'm trying a gel to see if that works. So everything that I carry on a ride is in these two bags, and there is a fair amount of overlap just in case. In this one here you can see I have some nitrile gloves, and what's in there is actually the original tools that came with the bike. I've just stuffed them into the fingers, and that's quite handy. I got a ratcheting screwdriver for Father's Day. There are bits in the handle, quite a few bits, and it does angles, so that's quite handy. This is a little bit of Sally's Need It. It's an epoxy putty that you can mould and use to stick things together. The other glove, and these are gas cylinders for inflating your bike. And this is what I carry, and I just leave this on my bike at all times really. It's never been stolen. New Zealand's quite good like that. There are bike thefts and things like that, but I haven't had an issue so far. Rivet jacket, rivet pants for waterproofing. Here's my main toolbox. I'll explain that in a minute. Got a few other things in here. I keep some furniture wipes. These are because most of you will know that Pledge wax, furniture wax, is really good for polishing your helmet visor, and so that's kind of what they are for. I have at least one multi-tool, probably more. These are just hex bits, and I do have the matching one for Torx bits somewhere. Pump, food, sugar, more food. I am a type 1 diabetic, so I usually go very well prepared, and usually there is a sealed bottle of apple and orange juice or something like that to get my blood sugars up very, very quickly. Okay, and opening up my tool bag, I have some parts of the puncture repair kit. I have sawn part of the handle off to, I've still got enough purchase in there to plug a tyre. That there is, well, it's a multi-tool. You know what a multi-tool looks like. Some electrical tape. Adjustable wrench. This little beauty I got at a hardware store. I had a cheap one from a dollar shop. It takes hex bits as well as sockets. It's basically a mini ratchet. It's not the world's greatest steel or anything, but I like it because it's small, and in a pinch it has helped me out quite a bit. To assist with that, I take all the bits that you can imagine. So there are security bits, although you'll see I don't use the grab handles on my bike anymore, but even so, those are good Torx bits, hex bits, Phillips, flat, and so on. So that goes in there. Now in here are more nitrile gloves, some spare electrical wire, contact lenses, zip ties, just basically some spare bits and bobs. In here I've got a whole bunch of connectors, spare fuses, just anything that might just get me out of trouble. And because I've got my multi-tool, I can strip wire, I can crimp if I need to. Here we go. I've got a blue Sharpie, and I have wrapped some duct tape around that, just enough for an emergency. This also goes with the socket set. I purchased it independently, but obviously it just gives me more reach if I really need it. So there we go. That's what's in my pack. That's what I take with me. Yes, it's quite a lot, but I would rather be prepared and have these things than not.